We're going out on the video chat and joining Tanner Brightman, owner and founder of Golden Ticket Sports and Hoop Factory. And he's got big news. The Canadian Junior Basketball League. Tanner, congratulations. What can you tell us about the big news today?
Awesome, yeah. No, thanks for having me, Darren. I as soon as we got on, I went, wow, Rod got younger, better looking. And it's like a reunion here with coaches. There are two coaches. We've got some Royal Regina Backshop stories for you.
Awesome. Oh, yeah.
We could probably go 30 minutes just on that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no. Canadian Junior Basketball League, real cool inaugural year kicking off next year. We're really excited about it. Golden Ticket Sports will have two teams, one based out of Saskatoon and one based out of Regina. There's 10 teams in the league ranging across Western Canada, and it's an under 20 league here for male athletes. So what we've found, especially with this COVID, almost 2 years now, is that there's a logjam for university teams, right? There's guys who haven't had to use any eligibility. So there's a lot of dudes here that are trying to find a spot to play, but there just hasn't been the same kind of turnover in athletes as there usually would. So between ourselves and a couple of partners here in Calgary, that was where we went with it. We pushed forward for something else to really make it a viable option for kids to stay at home, to play, and to have some affiliation with universities.
Really cool, really cool. So how many total markets? Like this, we're kind of trying to compare. Obviously, we always want to compare this to something. It's almost like the junior hockey, but maybe more like the junior football circuit, right? That's kind of a bridge gap between players coming out of high school and not quite being ready for university ball.
Yeah, completely accurate. And I think the Junior Football League would be the best comparison, probably. Like right now, to play on U Sports roster for basketball, you got to be 23, 24, 25 to be cracking playing time right now. So it's become more of a men's league here rather than a first or second year guys coming out of high school. So we think this is a really nice fit for that, and for guys to have that opportunity to keep playing at a high level with great coaching, and to do it while still getting their school taken care of. So,
how long has this been something that you've dreamed of putting together? Because it can't have happened overnight.
No, and we can't take the full kind of credit here for it. It's something I think people have been kicking around ideas for a long time. And actually, Chris, my business partner, and I here, we talked about doing it. And then just kind of in passing, we had another conversation with Eddie Richardson out of Calgary. And he said, actually, we're launching this thing next year. Will you guys be in? And we said, yeah, absolutely. Count us in for 2 teams, and we'll take care of some of the back end for the league and make it happen.
Very cool. So you've got, is this the Regina and Saskatoon teams? Or which 2 teams will you be a part of? That's right. How many teams total across the Canadian Junior Basketball League then?
Sure. So inaugural year will have 10 teams, and it was kind of hand selected by, as I said, Eddie, who's the league director. Again, just a really unique experience here for guys to be able to come out and play, because you have a tough year, obviously, coming out of COVID, where you haven't got your grade 12 year maybe, right? And to have a place to play and to be able to go back and forth. And we were doing the math on it, just being in Saskatchewan as well. You really only got 3 options to play basketball after you're done to stay in the province. You could go to the U of R, you could go to the U of S, or you could go to Briarcrest. Alternatively, we look at Alberta, and they've got 19 different schools that you could go and play at from the college or the U Sport level. So hopefully this is a better opportunity for guys to stay at home and really make it happen.
Very cool. And you're going to mirror the U Sports calendar, right? October, November, December, January, February. It won't compete with the CEBL, which is more of the summer league. And you'll have 2 leagues, a men's and a women's?
Yeah, so men's league the first year, and then the league's in talk of women's league here potentially launching next year. And you're right on the calendar there, Darren. Yeah, so there'll be 5 tournament weekends we found was the best way to go about it. So 3 of those will be hosted in Calgary, 1 in Edmonton, then 1 here in Saskatchewan. Probably, I would say, in January is what we're pitching right now for the Saskatchewan host. So we'll keep you locked in for when that's going to happen, and hopefully a good showing here from the public. So
very, very cool and tremendously exciting. Congratulations. Can we talk about the facility?
Yeah. Let's talk about number 2 here. Yeah,
Moose Jaw, right? And not a small facility either. Tell us about that.
That's right. Yeah, it's now about 6 months, I guess, in the making here, and it wasn't something last time that I was on here. We were talking about Lloydminster, right? And now Moose Jaw here. So 40,000 square foot facility. It's the former Hillcrest Curling Club. So it's right on Main Street there. It's attached to the Hillcrest Golf Course, and a really, really cool space. I mean, there was 16 sheets of curling ice in there at one point. And now we're basically turning it and retrofitting it here with basketball, volleyball, and beach volleyball will be in there too. So we'll have Saskatchewan's only indoor beach volleyball court.
Exciting, tremendously exciting. And are we ready to tip off this fall? Or when's the right. Expected start date? This fall?
Yeah, we would say probably middle of July would be when we'll get this thing done. I was just, I literally drove back from there. I sprinted up here into my apartment. And it was a good thing that I had like about 3 minutes here of listening to Kosher, yes, back and forth here, like catch my breath. But yeah, middle of July is the plan here right now. The hardwood gets laid probably the first week of June. So
cool. Drew, you got anything for him? Doesn't even have to be about basketball.
Yeah, sure does. I want to ask a question about development with the basketball league. Obviously, I don't know, nothing about basketball, but for the hockey, for me in hockey and developing, growing players and whatnot. How do you see, growing the program with the basketball players for scouts coming to watch? Just elaborate on that.
Sure. Yeah, I think Saskatchewan and probably Western Canada would be a little bit behind Eastern Canada from a basketball standpoint, right? We hear about Toronto a lot. We hear about Quebec a lot here from the basketball side of things. So just the chance for guys to get out and get seen. And as I said, this logjam of athletes, and just them having scouts to be able to come out and see, I think is really good. The tie-in with the league here on the development side of things is that the coaching, especially I think with our program here, we've got Greg Jockham's leading the North squad, youth sport champion, CUBL champion, right? He's kind of got the resume. And then Kai Williams will be leading the South squad here with a bunch of other help as well. So coaching about as good as you can get it, and then our just contact and affiliation here with different groups kind of all over North America. Hopefully we find a place for these guys to play after they're done their CJBL time. That
is tremendously exciting. Congratulations on everything, Tanner. I appreciate this, and we're looking forward to getting involved as much as we can with the CJBL. Congrats on this, and all the best moving forward.
Good to see you, dude.
Awesome, fella. Yeah, I appreciate it. Good to be on. Thanks, guys.
You bet. Tanner Brightman from Golden Ticket Sports and the Canadian Junior Basketball League. So stay tuned for that.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.